We are live. Evening. How's everyone doing? Sound check. Can you hear me okay? Okay to start? Whoa, not many people here today. 4 people. Fighting with this week's material. Okay. Too much? Hearing you loud and clear. Thank you. Hey, hey, hey. Sound good. Thank you. Hi, Joan, as well. Thank you, everyone, for your message. Good evening, Gordon. Couldn't find... Oh, okay. Isabella, is that why we've got not many people? Should be on my... Yeah, okay. Okay, Sylvia. Just send me a video if you need some corrections, yeah? Right. Hey, hi, Kim. So we are ready to do some Kung Fu. Fu Jiao, le hao. Right. I guess we'll make a start. 你好吗？普通话我不可以，我识讲广东话。Simon, nice to have you with us. Okay, we're going to do a warm-up. It's cold one, so we need a fairly brisk warm-up. We're going to review those stances we did last week. You passed my Chinese ability. I had no choice in training in China. My seafood doesn't speak English, so had to learn. More banfa. So what did we do last week? We did up to the crane stance, first six steps. We did first 4 hands, Palpot Jet Cup. So we're gonna continue from there. Right, I think that's for the moment. Let's just get warmed up first. Okay, so when we salute, right fist, left palm, bring them together. Okay, then we can start wrist and ankle rotation. We'll do a 5-minute or so warm up. Other foot. Neck rotation. Change. Shoulders. Keep the elbows straight. Change. Okay, challenge for you. Forwards with one arm, backwards with the other arm. Change. Have the hands in front, circles. And reverse. From here, elbows back, and then hands back. One up, one down. Body goes forward, hands go back. And from here, elbows up, shoulder level, twist twice, switch. Okay, waist. And change. And feet together, knees. And change. And bend and straighten. Okay, left. Lunging. Try to get the thigh parallel with the floor if you can. Keep the hip forwards, don't do this. Here, stretching the hip flexor. If you want, you can put your hand inside of your knee, ease it outwards. Same on the other side. Foot goes straight, hand on the inside, keeping it out, making sure you're pushing it through here so we're stretching these muscles. Okay, now we'll do some mat toy leg press. You can use a chair if you've got one to hand. Just put your foot up. Make sure we're squaring the hips, pressing the knee. I'm not doing this. I'm trying to bring my head down like this to see people do. Your back nice and straight. I'm also flexing my ankle. Take the opposite hand. Grab the foot if you can, or as far as you can. If that's easy, you can pull yourself a little bit more. Okay, on the other side, move the chair so you can see me. Make sure, most important, your hips are facing front. Just start by pressing the knee, flexing the ankle. And think about keeping this straight. So then gradually the hamstring and the lower back starts to relax and go more. And your opposite hand towards your foot. Work towards it. If it's a long way away, you can use a belt or a towel and just gradually ease yourself towards it. If that's easy, you can add the other hand. Go deeper. Okay. Put your hands on the back of the chair, on a windowsill or anything about that height. Press your chest to the floor. Keep your elbows straight. Okay, we're going to do 20 squats. How are we doing? 20 squats, okay? So from here, just let the arms naturally go with the movement. Nice and deep. It's warming up. Shouldn't be hard. Press-ups. Same thing, don't go too hard, just warming up. Full stretch. Rest if you need to. Elbows fully straighten each time. Nose to the floor each time. And I've lost count. It's about 20. Okay. Feet together. Hands out. We do some kicks. So we step with the right foot, kick with the left, and then alternate. So each time, switch feet. Okay? We'll do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the elbows straight. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, shake out. Everyone warmed up. Hey, Mathieu. Suzanne. Wall up the lamp. That's a good high kick. How are we doing? All right, we're going to review those hand movements that we were doing last time. To recap, first one, 𝐒𝐻𝐿𝐴. Straight wrist, arm up like you're lifting a weight. Second one, 𝐻𝐿𝐴. Flapping the wings. Third one, 𝐁𝐞𝐜, straight punch. Last week, fourth one, 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧, overhand. Make sure you're hitting with the inside knuckles. Thumb is out the way, don't put it here. So you're striking down 45-degree angle. So let's do our hand in the stretches, okay? Let's do 10 of each punch, okay? First, so we're going to do the 𝐂𝐚𝐽 exercise, the turning horse, to get our waist. A couple of ideas with this exercise. The first is to get the power generation from they're called 𝐿𝐴. 𝐿𝐴 means that the stance, 𝐿𝐴 is horse, the stance and the waist coordinate together, combine. So coordination between your stance and your waist, that's to generate the power. Second thing is you want mobility and looseness in the upper spine. So the lower spine is all about power generation. The upper spine has to be relaxed, whip-like. Okay, so we're going to do it just on the spot 10 times first, all right? Then we're going to do the 10 punches. Take this off because I'm warmed up now and you should see more easily what my arms are doing. Any questions, please type it now before we start and I will go over it. I know there's a bit of a delay with the typing and the comments coming up on my end. Okay, no questions. Let's do it then. Yeah. Okay. 𝐂𝐚𝐽. Feet about shoulder width apart. Turn to your left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Foot must turn. Knee snaps. Elbow comes past the midline. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now keep your eyes on one spot. Body turns as much as you can. Eyes fixed to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Middle. Okay. Now we're going to go through the 4 punches. I might jettison this jacket in a minute. I think it's stay there. All right. Ready position. See the top of my hand and my feet? Not really. Tricky one. Maybe I'll get closer and bring this up a bit higher and make sure you can see all of it. One question about Hopkar fighting theory. Certainly, happy to. Mohammed, no problem. so well today. My apologies. Yay! Got it. Okay, ready position. Okay, start by turning to your left, which means your right hand 𝐒𝐻𝐿𝐽. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Second one. 1, pocket. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 𝐂𝐴𝐺𝐿𝐽. 1, straight punch. 2, 3, snap the foot. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐽 over the top. 1, boom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Middle. So that's a review of the 4 we've done so far. Any questions on those? Mohammed, feel free to post your fighting question and then I'll answer it when we have a break in between movements. Any questions on those 4 hand techniques? I'm going to, in that case, I've got no questions coming through. Hot work. Yes, I was cold at the beginning and now I'm not. Yeah, no problem, Mohammed. Just type the question and I'll answer it. Hot work. So, we're going to do stances. Going to get even hotter now. We're going to do some horse dance. Horse dance is bizarre because you're not moving. So how come you sweat when you're not moving? If you don't sweat, you need to sink lower, more hard work. The timer is set for 2 minutes. We're all going to stand in 2 minutes, horse, and then we're going to review the other stances. So we've got 6 stances to review, but we're going to do the horse dance as a standalone exercise, if you pardon the pun. So standalone exercise first for the horse, and then we'll do the 6. All right. Don't cheat now. I don't want to think that I'm here doing this and sweating with my timer on and you guys are sitting on your armchairs, eating your Pringles or your mince pies or whatever and laughing at me. So you have to join in. Burning like fire, yeah, exactly. Okay, so if you carry on watching, you're in. Finish the snack. Oh dear, we don't snack. No Pringles, oh, okay, well, that's a start. What is it, Monster Munch? All right, so the variation we're going to do today, you're going to have no Pringles. You're going to have fists like this, you're going to pull them back like this, and you're going to be trying to open your chest and bring your shoulder blades together and bring your elbows together and open this way. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing while we're sitting in our horse. What we're trying to do is align everything up and open here, okay? Oh, crackers. Mince pie for now. See, guys, stick with me. You'll pick it up gradually. You'll get it. All right. I am right now. Don't do that. Okay. Here we go. So, step out with your left foot. I'll mirror you. Bring your fist palm up at your waist. Step out again and think of this pulling back. And I'm sitting. When I'm sitting, I'm not, look at it from the side please, I'm not doing this like a barbell squat. I'm keeping this tucked under and I'm keeping this pulled back. So this is open, tucked, head is up, chin is in. Put your mind about 3 inches below your belly button. Keep those elbows pointing behind you. then as much as possible, relax. Don't use any more tension than is necessary for the position. Breathe deeply. Jump up, breathe in, breathe out. Okay. Now we're going to go through the sequence that we learned. 6 stances. We're going to hold each one for a few seconds. I'm working on transitioning the weight. Okay? To your left first. This time the hands are going to be here. The reason I'm going to put my hands here is so you can see where the waist and the hips turn, okay? 1, this is parallel. 2, this is horse riding. 3, this is bow and arrow. 4, this is hanging stance. Remember, only your front foot moves. Your weight stays the same. 5. For the last one, stand up tall. 6. Your knee higher than your waist. Bring the foot down. Parallel stance. 1. I'm going to repeat, but I'm going the other way now. Okay. Right foot, 2. So just mirror image. Train both sides. Bow and arrow, 3. Hanging stance, 4. Remember, all of your weight is on the back foot. The front foot is empty. Make a T stance, 5. Same height as the hanging stance. Now come up, 6. Knee high. And back to the middle. Finally close the left foot. Okay. There's a little leg workout for you tonight, guys. How does it feel? Maybe stretching some new muscles there. And 40 seconds, never mind. It's a start. No problem. The thing to remember with the horse riding step is don't go to failure and try to do it every day. Okay, so don't grit your teeth, and if you're sort of collapsing, you've overdone it. Go to about, let's say, 80%. So if 2 minutes is your maximum, do a minute and a half, minute 40, whatever. It's approximate. But then, once you get into the meditation and the breathing and relax, you can start to count your breaths, and you can add on a couple of breaths each time, but Every now and again, dial it back, relax. So not pushing it. Look at it as a gradual, because it's kind of like a standing meditation. Look at it as a gradual, exquisite pain. Not sure this will ever stop hurting. I would say it doesn't stop hurting, but you stop minding. Yeah, that's it, Mohammed. And if you did that every day, you will get really, really good. And every now and again, have a very easy day. Just do it for like half the period that you normally do it. So instead of taking a day off, have a super light day. Try to do at least 30 days without missing a day, and you should be able to hold it for 5 minutes. Okay, if I'm saying that, I'm putting a constraint. It doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, and then do another 30 days. Eventually, you'll be able to hold it for 5 minutes. Right. These are good because they're also training the not just the strength, the core, but the integrity. That's when you develop forces in martial arts. People misunderstand. They think it's like a kung fu movie where you hold these stances when you're fighting. No, they're vectors of force through which the power is transmitted. So the stronger and clearer they are, the more you'll be able to express your force and the better balance you'll have. But of course, in a real fight, especially where your opponent's grabbing you and wrestling you, and it's going to be very difficult to get perfect position. But what you're trying to do is familiarize yourself with the perfection, and then you kind of have to make do with good enough in application. Just like when you learn stuff at school and then you go into the real world and you have to kind of cut some corners a bit. But not in your training. Not in your training. That's important. Feel it in my stomach. Okay, so yeah, it's the psoas muscles. It connects from it's a hip flexor that goes all the way through into attaches to the spine, psoas major. Very important muscle. Okay, so what have we covered today? It's almost 7 already. Haven't done any new stuff. Maybe we'll learn one new stuff. And then, Mohammed, you didn't type that question for me. I need that question so I can answer it. So please ask that question now while I teach the next movement. We do one more hand technique. This is going to be a little bit more challenging, okay? This technique's called ta choi, ta or da. It's a striking going across. You can do this with the back of the knuckle. You can do this with the side or the bottom of the fist. We're going to do now, it's like as a turning the hand over, like this. So you're going to bring your hand up by your, what is it? Okay, general question. Okay, what is it? Okay, I'll talk about that. Thank you, Mohammed. Okay, I'll talk about that in a minute. So your hand, I thought maybe you had a specific question, but general fighting theory, sure. Okay, this hand is going to start here with the palm out, and then I'm turning. As I'm turning, I'm rotating. So here my palm faces out, and here my palm faces towards me. Okay, so try and get this feeling. Here. So this is, you're on the inside of the opponent's arm, and you're crashing across. Okay, so here. Let's try some with the other hand. This is protecting you, right? If they're swinging their arms, you could be defending. You're on the inside, and you're going to be bringing it across. As you bring it across, you're going to rotate. So here your palm is up, here your palm is facing you. Here your palm is up, here your palm is facing. And a big part of this movement is the sinking of the elbow. Okay, sinking of the elbow. This is ta choi. Now, bring your other hand ready. This hand is going to strike. This hand's ready. See it? Mirror me. So when I turn, you're turning to your right. You can be hitting with your left hand. And your right hand's ready. So when you turn the other way, hit with the right. Turn the other way, hit with the left. And the whole body's going to be involved in the motion. It's like it's the muscle connecting the shoulder to the opposite hip. Transverse plane. Here. So you see this motion like when you're using an axe, chopping wood, throwing a spear, this kind of movement pattern, right? Relax and extend it. Shouldn't look like this. It should be out. Not locked. No. Elbow down, but not here. See it? Extend it. Extend it. Extend it. Now we're going to go together and we're going to do 20 of those. That is 10 on each hand. And you're going to concentrate on making the power with the rotation and the dropping of the elbow. You're going to get some ketchup out of a bottle, right? Okay. Okay, ready position. Let's go to your right first. Hitting with your left hand. Comes up and 1. Using that turning exercise to get the power. 2. Full body power. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay. How was that? That is in the 𝐏𝐿 fundamental punches. That is number 5. So we now have 5. Pow pop jet cup tap. 5. Questions? I'll answer Mohammed's in a second because it's 7 o'clock. Tomorrow is the nugget. Simon made a good comment yesterday in the Tai Chi about the monkey and the horse. Well, it was a joke, it was funny, but it also has some interesting kind of waffle-worthy chat about it. If you remind me tomorrow, Simon, I will dig a little bit into some kind of slightly more metaphysical meanings. Although, in the Tai Chi, in the context of what we were learning, repulse monkey is simply stepping back and pushing someone away. Horse's mane is stepping behind someone's leg and wrestling them. So it's a wrestling movement, okay? So they're very practical, down to earth, functional, or you can go full on hippie if you want to. So we can these things resonate at different levels, you know, health, healing, fighting, medicine. It's kind of why I love Kung Fu and Chinese martial art. Tit dat jiao. No, it's not. Thank you for the question. Okay. The word da in tit da jiao means to hit, to strike. Da. This ta means like a bouncing. It's a flailing, like a bouncing force. Okay. Something like whip. Whip is bean. It's a similar meaning to bean. Similar meaning. Okay. Mohammed asked about what is the Hopkar fighting theory. Of course, I am not going to give the entire fighting theory away in a nugget, but I will give you a condensed concept of it. So different martial arts have different ideas. For example, I teach Tai Chi. Tai Chi is a close quarters fighting. It's like wrestling. It needs to be connected. It needs to be sticking to the opponent. Hopkar is the opposite idea. It wants to keep the opponent away. It wants to keep the opponent at bay. So if you watch MMA fighting, when I was first learning 𝐏𝐿, there was no such thing as MMA. It's just such an awesome resource, both to watch it and to train it, because it enables you to spar, fight if you want to compete, but at least to spar with people of different styles. So people tend to spar against their own style. So Wing Chun spar against Wing Chun. So eventually it becomes very, 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 very tiny. And then someone comes along and goes, bush. And the same thing, wrestling spars against wrestling. So it ends up getting very, 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 very bent over at the waist, and then someone will come up and uppercut them. So whenever a style fights itself, it optimizes against itself, if that makes sense. So when you do MMA, it enables you to spar against someone that has a completely different plan. And so that makes you fit your system, how it fits in against other systems. So if people like to get in close, grab, grapple, and you watch an MMA match where maybe one guy's a really good jiu-jitsu guy and the other guy's a really good striker, what is he trying to do? Keep him at a distance. Keep him at a distance. So how does he do that? First, by using long reach, using the reach. So that's the Hopkar theory, first theory. Keep the body away and extend the arms. One little difference between Hopkar and MMA, of course, is because it's a sport, is in Hopkar we're usually hitting vital points. So, you know, hitting to the eyes, the throat. That will enable you to be able to, particularly if the person's bigger and stronger, you keep out of range, you kick to groin or knees, you hit to eyes, so you're maintaining the distance. When we spar, of course, you put gloves on and you play, that's different, but we're talking about fighting theory, right? So that's the second Hopkar fighting theory. You keep the opponent away, you keep the arms long, you aim at the weak spots. Okay, those are the most important thing. That was called the 8-character true essence in the Adato's original kind of concept of the style. That was where it all came from. And then after that, it evolved certain keywords, principles, much more advanced fighting strategies, footwork, angles, so on and so forth, power generation. And that's basically the concept. I do not believe there is a perfect fighting style. Once you have a system and a concept, someone will come along and figure it out. You know, looking at MMA, you had the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, which is awesome, but people figured it out. Everything figure it out. So I'm not saying this style is the best. Someone else who can change level, come in, get in very close. You need to augment it. So often 𝐿𝐴 was cross-trained with Chinese wrestling, 跆拳, to learn the grappling stuff as well, to fill in the gaps, right? Because you need a complete martial art for self-defense. You don't want to be over-specialized, in my opinion. And then it's a matter of, once you've got a very good, I'd suggest, just like going to school, you know, when you're younger, you learn loads of subjects. You have a broad education. And then as you get older, you specialize and you go deeper. So when you do your PhD, you're doing it in one tiny little thing. So in martial arts, you may have a PhD in, I don't know, how to put footlocks on somebody or something obscurely specialized that's very, very unlikely to happen unless you're in a fight with another expert in the same realm, right? So you want a general understanding of martial arts. So my sifu used to say, tek da sut la tit. Tek is kicking, la is, tek is kicking, da is striking, tit da jiao, yeah? Sut is wrestling, la is seizing, so that's joint locks, chokes, etc. Tit is how to fall safely, and also it refers to certain ground moves and trips and so on. So those 5 really represent the whole of the unarmed part of 𝐿𝐴. Of course, we also fight with weapons, sword, spear, stick, so on. Okay, so that's a nutshell. There's a lot more. I could waffle forever, but that's a nutshell. How would you contrast 𝐿𝐴 with Hopkar in strategy? Okay, again, simplistic answer. 𝐿𝐴, you get the person on their heels, you crowd them in. Like Tyson, you get them going back, you press them. They call that in 𝐿𝐴, it's called 𝐵𝐞, pressing bridge. So you get them on the retreat and then you hit with power, boom, boom. So 𝐿𝐴 is you stay away and you're stepping, you're angling, you're hitting from the outside. So it's like the difference between Mike Tyson and like Prince Nazim or someone like that. Very, very different styles. Both boxing, but very different styles, right? Okay, so thank you. Appreciate it. There it is. It's now 8 minutes past. I shan't keep you guys away from your dinners. Tomorrow is waffle. So if you want more talky talk, that's what tomorrow's for. Today was sweat. Tomorrow is the chat. And as usual, please consider supporting this on Patreon. We have another week lockdown. This is the last week's lockdown. I will be transferring the content to kind of Patreon members only at some point soon. I'm going through with the sale of the school as well because I want to travel, and my goal is to film these nuggets in China. That would be awesome. Can't do it without your support though, guys. So any support is welcome. Thank you for those of you that have supported me already. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh, if you want to know how to support, just click the button under this video. It takes you to the page, and it's the cost of a cup of coffee a month from. You can join on that. If you don't want to do, someone asked me if they didn't want to do Patreon, please consider purchasing some of my courses on the online. This is 𝐿𝐴 Fundamentals. You can buy the 𝐿𝐴 Fundamental course, and it covers this and more and much more detail, and there's like diagrams and MP3s and loads of stuff, lots of resources. So check that out. Also links you can follow below. So see you guys tomorrow. We're going to chat some 𝐿𝐴 history tomorrow and also talk about some monkeys and horses. So have a good one. Thank you all. Thanks a lot.